Okay, I'm gonna try to keep my excitement under control. I'm not gonna try and get too crazy in this review. This is actually take 2 of this review. I filmed another review for the. I filmed another take before, and I'm trying to edit it, and I wasn't happy with it because I just lost my shit on camera because I was so excited because I had literally just 30 seconds beforehand sort of seen the episode. So this video is going to be my review of the new pilot episode for season 5 of Prison Break, the series return, the 9-episode event series that is returning after 7 years. The show ended in 2009 with season 4, and this review is going to contain very, very minor spoilers for season 5, for the first episode of season 5. I'm not going to spoil much of the episode, but I do have to spoil the end of season 4. So if you haven't seen Prison Break seasons 1 to 4 and you want to see them first before you come back and watch this video, please do that. If you don't care, continue watching. I'm going to just spoil the end of season 4. So at the end of season 4, you see it in all the ads for Prison Break season 5. Michael Scofield dies trying to break his wife, Sarah Tancredi, out of prison. She was the prison doctor who left the door open for him, the infirmary door open for him to break out of prison in the first place, way back in season 1. And so this series is bringing Michael Scofield back. He is, from the trailers you can see, he's locked up in Yemen, in the prison there. They're in the middle of a civil war. You know, you got the whole ISIL battle going on, and we find Lincoln Burrows and Sarah Tancredi and a lot of other characters from the original series back in this episode, in this 9-event mini-series. Lincoln Burrows discovers through Teabag, Theodore Bagwell, that his brother is still alive and in Yemen. And we don't know really how he got there or why he was put there, but he's there. So this episode, man, look, this episode gave me the feels, okay? This was the equivalent for me of, say, watching Star Wars The Force Awakens for the first time. Now, obviously, it didn't have the same emotional weight that Star Wars carries with me, because I cried, you know, at the opening crawl of The Force Awakens when that first came out, but this was emotional for me, because Prison Break is my favourite show of all time, right under Breaking Bad. So, until Breaking Bad, this was the pinnacle of my TV watching for me. So I really, really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed seeing these characters again that I'd gotten to know so well over so many years of 4 seasons, you know, watching them and the relationship between the brothers. I said it in my other review. If you haven't seen that other review of seasons 1 to 4, that is completely spoiler free, go and see that review. But the relationship between the brothers in this show is so good. And this episode, you don't see a lot of that. You don't see a lot of Michael and Lincoln together. Like, I didn't think you would. It's more about Lincoln discovering his brother is alive and what that does to a person. Discovering someone you thought was dead for so many years. All of a sudden, oh my god, they're alive. They say in this episode that, you know, his son, appropriately named Mike, you know, thinks of his father like a god, like this mysterious, you know, influential person, inspirational guy that he's never met, his father. So, and he looks up to his uncle too. He hasn't seen his uncle in 3 or 4 years because Lincoln's gone back to the streets. He's gone back to his old ways. A bit like Han Solo in The Force Awakens went back to his old ways. Lincoln Burrows is in a bit of trouble here as well. At first you see, you know, he's running away from these guys who he owes money to. And I felt a little bit of the Liam Neeson running from Taken 3 syndrome. Like, you could tell Dominic Purcell's age got to him a little bit because he's being chased by a car. And at a certain point, I was like, that car really should have hit him by now. There's one question I have surrounding this episode, and I really hope in this 9-episode event series that they clean this little tiny little question for me. It's not really a plot hole, but, you know, Sarah at the end of season 4 was broken out of prison. So how do they didn't address that at all. They didn't address whether, you know, she came back to the States and didn't get arrested, because after they escaped from prison in season 4, they went to Panama. So now they're back in the States. So how does she not get in some sort of trouble for that? I would really like them to sort of just explain that, just address it. Because they addressed, you know, Teabag, Theodore Bagwell, is out of prison and he's a pedophile rapist murderer. So, and he got escaped, and that's how Lincoln finds out that his brother's alive, because T-Bag tells him. And again, that's in the trailers. The action in this movie, my God. The action in this episode, you know, it felt like it could have been better. I felt like the action in this episode, the fight scenes, the choreography, it could have been a little bit better. It looked kind of really fake to me. It looked like a bunch of stunt guys jumping around and landing on rubber mats. Like, you could kind of tell. But I can forgive that. But if this is a review, I've got to pull it apart. That's a nitpick of mine. So if you haven't seen seasons 1 to 4 of Prison Break, I would highly recommend seeing it. I think you can enjoy this episode. I think you can enjoy this new, because the producers of this new event miniseries have said you'll be able to enjoy this 9-episode event series, you know, without having seen the original series. And I really think you can. I really think they did a good job of, you know, in the first 5 minutes or so, summing up what happened in a recap montage, really, of what happened in seasons 1 to 4. And there's a few flashbacks to old episodes, and there's references and callbacks, and I think you can enjoy it as a new show. I don't think you really need to see the original series before watching this, but I'm telling you right now, if you watch the original series and then see this, it will make a lot more sense. You will be more invested. You'll be more emotionally connected to these characters. And I honestly, I would recommend I would recommend waiting to see this new event series. I would see season 1, 2, 3, 4, then go and see this new reboot, if you will. I really enjoyed this episode, you know, of the new series. Seeing Lincoln back, seeing Dominic Purcell, man, he's a machine. This dude's huge, and I've had a bit of interaction with him on Instagram. It's really fun. So let me know, have you seen this new episode of Prison Break Season 5, the first episode? Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Have you seen the original series? Let me know what you think of that in the comments section below. I don't know whether I'm going to review every episode of it as it comes out, but I really just wanted to get my thoughts out there on the new episode, the new reboot of Prison Break. And so I don't know if I'm going to review the other episodes, or whether I'm just going to wait till I see all 9 and then do a recap of all 9 episodes. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please do that. It would really help me out. I really, you know, really want to succeed in what I'm doing here. Share this video around, like, comment, subscribe, do all that nice things, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon.